Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, good. Now that sound check's done, just wanted to give a little bit of time to open the stream there. Found my clips have been getting cut a little short as I export them to YouTube, so. Oh, quick sip of the coffee. Alright, so we're off today in the Forbidden Lands. We just killed Morgott, or Margit the second last time. And here we are now in this winter wonderland. So people like my very fancy new hat. Let's check if we don't think we have enough souls to do anything with right now, so let's wander onwards. Yeah, it's been a couple of days since I hopped on to play this. Things have been going well for me. Got to catch up with my family. Don't know if any of you will need to hear this, but call your ma, she misses you. Or call your friends if you're estranged from your folks and your old family. Check on the people that you care about. Ooh. Wow. That was a wake-up call. That's that new blood flame damage that I've been trying to get the enchantment to work for my right-hand sword, but I guess we're possibly just not high enough level to use it yet. Either that or we've unequipped it somewhere along the run here, so either way. Oh, that was very lucky. Let's remember the fundamentals. Don't let them rush you into your attacks. Press on your advantages. Okay, yeah, no, it's been good. Been catching up with my folks. Spending some time with Mother Half, doing quite a bit of cooking. It's good for the mind. It's good for a kind of artistic release as well that is part of your day-to-day life as well. I find that poor soul there. Lots of poor souls here. Something says ambush, but well. Oh, poorly timed. Yep. I haven't really been using these, that's... Oh. That'll be because we don't have it equipped. Let's try and run in a circle while we do this. This is not the greatest idea we've had with 20,000 souls on the line. There we go. Alright. I can't remember which one of these, but one of them is supposed to increase your health over time. I think it's this one. We did put the flame fortification on for an earlier fight, but damn, that's quite useful. But yeah. Oh. Oh. There we go. First time down today. Yeah, I think outside of the Hold and stuff, it's been good. I've had a productive couple of days. Got a lot of things done that I want to get done. Finished completely the art piece that I mentioned the other day. I'm very happy with the state of how that came out. Started another one near and dear to my heart, which is going very well. It's getting cool for some reason. That's weird. Yeah, if you live in Canada, yeah. Forever getting calls from spam numbers. I don't know. If I was the GOC, I'd probably be passing out, you know, the higher penalties to the people who are pretending to be me. I know that pretending to be the government impersonation is huge. huge issue. Sorry, huge government. Yeah, abuse of government. That's a huge issue, and Europe, and there's huge penalties for it. But you know, still we have people pretending to be inland revenue, calling to ask if you need your house cleaned. I think it's more the repetitive nature of it that irritates people as well, and the propensity, at least when I was working in telemarketing in Canada, to target places that people are too trusting, or I know that we would roll through areas, and unfortunately, you know, you'd hit old folks' homes, and I just couldn't do it. I'd put the phone down immediately, but all of a sudden my computer mysteriously stopped working, and I was out of a job. I know you can say what you want about having the stomach and doing the job that you've been assigned, but that was thoroughly unnecessary. Alright, I'm gonna get this one now. And now we're just going to probably run on out. But yeah, no, outside of that, it's been good, it's been good. Everything is always good on my end. I think it's been I've been incredibly lucky over the past couple of years to have some space and time to recover and pursue what I want to pursue. Vis-a-vis career-wise, I think I was experiencing a lot of career burnout to go along with you know, everyday stuff, the anxiety, the depression. I just, ooh, what a good trap. Oh, we did not prepare for this though. Ooh. We came prepared. I have played a Souls game before. Excellent. I love those situational fights that, you know, they rush you into for the purpose of you adapting to it being the best strategy. These little creatures are brilliant. Hit hard, very easy to hide. And again, they give you this very uneasy feeling as you're creeping around this area here. Permanently uncomfortable. Never know where one of them's going to jump out from a tree or be hidden in the long grass. Yeah, you know that's a trap. No other way around, it seems. Damn it. Okay. Ah, there you go. Oh, perfectly cool in a FromSoft special. Trying to chase the gold. It's a shame. I think there's a side of grace right off there too. If I, you know, we've seen it 100 times and still fall prey to that. that trap there. The unfortunate part now is we've got to run back and do that jumping portion now, where they're going to be jumping at us as we try and rush through. So that's some loss for what we can do. Try not to cause our poor friend Torrent here to get poisoned. Rush on through. Again, another one of these things I overlooked to this area was that we could probably just zip on through it on the horse. This may well have disappeared by now, right? Yep, there you go. That's the sound. I like the sound cues in this game. They provide a lot of context. You know, as you go through Sen's Fortress, or as you go through Volcano Manor, you can hear the hissing of the snake. Really subtly, I believe. I don't know, as you go through Sen's Fortress, there are a ton of those hidden clues as to what comes next. You look at the ground. Looking at the ground is the only way to tell whether or not that lift is going to send you off to oblivion or not. Right. Nothing? Okay. Disappointed, but we'll live. Yeah, no. There's a site of grace nearby. Yeah. Oh, these are for filling up your flasks, which means potentially there's probably a boss here that is going to come rampaging through the area that we have to take down. I mean, we're fighting across this narrow, very narrow alleyway. What do you know? What do you know? Ouch, okay. Does not mess around. Can't summon anybody right now, so... wait for opportunities. Not bad damage-wise, but we're gonna have to look out for that. Ah, and of course that's where the reliquary soldier should stop waking up. Excellent. Wonderful. Well, at least we've found the next boss, and we're not too far from our ruins here. It's going to come down from the sky. That was incredibly lucky. I mean, we should probably go and pick up our runes, see if we've got the ability to find any grave glove ward to upgrade that mimic tip, because that is a potentially powerful weapon that we haven't used yet. It does leave us incredibly open at the beginning, though, too. to an attack by this creature then. Just let our friend distract him for a minute. Can opener attack where you run the heavy attack on the ground gets to do a lot of damage, so maybe we'll try that. This Mimic Tears did absolutely nothing, so I guess we use the relic area for the sheer number of soldiers it gives us for now. Have a sip of the coffee and redouble our efforts. Although I was talking about the GOC earlier on and the amount of spam calls we've been getting from people who tend to be one good thing that I've found recently is attack services are pretty good. There's turret, come on, friend. I think in the boss battles they should definitely just let you resummon turret like that. There's a little disconnect there. We might be a little low leveled for this area right now. Let's check. What are we at? I mean, 88, still not even 100. I've seen people running through this area now at 130. Spawn with all of our souls. More rooms. Very strange. Oh, let's go and see what he's protecting. Hopefully not a fog cave. Oh, what do you know? And somebody who can tell me our future. Excellent. Let's just have a little seat here. Let's see if we can change this to something different and it will give us the very strange, very strange. I haven't actually looked into this yet as to whether or not the reason I haven't been able to enchant. There you go. Wonderful. That's great news. Oh, that's a good start.
Your finger.
We'll look at a palm reading here.
Turn back ahead lies the land and the way forth. Hear me. Doing so will unbind destined death. Who would dare? Most certainly not the fingers. Your finger.
Okay, no. Oh, very strange, very strange. There's a lot of these weird tree branches here with that slightly hairy nature to them that we've seen on the fingers that appear apparently the people who guide us. another grand lift here, so... Oh, we actually do have the required item. Cinematics really do give a sense of scale when it comes to these titles. It really did take that almost Lara Croft-esque nature of feeling small and completing a puzzle in order to change the entire mapping of the landscape. Amazing. I guess that's probably what we should have done for the Grand Lift of Dectus all the way back there, but... Interesting. Oh well. That was one of them as well. I guess we're in, Huh. Well, that answers that question. I was about to say I don't even know where we are, but Mountaintops of the Giants, it seems. A whole new set of items here to pick up, so probably a whole new set of items in the, a whole new set of items for us to craft. Ah. So the same creatures from Nokstella earlier on with the ghost beast. I can't help thinking that there's something that we didn't do there earlier on. We'll grab this map beacon here. A little disappointed with that. I found that was a bit of a gimme. The rest of them were a lot more difficult than that to find. The one in the swamps was very weird. Yeah, a little disappointing, but oh, we can see our friend Melina again.
Think not of the kindling. I shall see to that. All I ask of you is to make the journey to the snowy mountaintops of the giants, far above the clouds. I know I'm asking you to commit a cardinal sin.
It's a terrible relationship with this creature.
To reach the path beyond, and that is the path I wish to travel.
So in order to do what you want, you have thrown me to the wolves. This is not a great friendship, relationship. I don't even know what it is between these characters. And yeah, no, I think we're going to go find Ranni the Witch and find out what ending we can get by stopping this. Completely pointless. Okay. Well, thank you for that illuminating moment. But we have a couple of things to do. Okay, so we have a couple of sorts. We're well on the way to get another level. I think we're about 30,000 right now, so stay tuned for some absolutely excellent torrent platforming. We need to get up to the converted bridge tower on the right there. So we're just going to try and figure a way up there. But yeah, no, sorry, started earlier on. Got sidetracked, as you know, brain is a little bit of a fun relationship with ADHD. Have some ADHD symptoms. Loath to say anything until I'm certified, but yeah, it's been an interesting one. Piece of retaining information and being able to stay on track. But generally, I managed to find my way back to the topic at hand, which is good. There's a creepy statue. Can't help but think that has something to do with one of the paintings. Let's see if we've got a side of grace close up. There you go. We'll head up here. But yeah, no, good reminder if tuning in from Canada. You can do your taxes yourself. I did mine for free. It took about 15 minutes. Got a ton of money back on it. If you want to reach out and ask what kind of software I used and all that, give me a shout. I'm working off the CRA website. Found something that worked for me. One of those pay-as-you-want models, which is quite cool. You have access to a tax specialist if that's what you want as well. Do we have a poser like that? Don't know. I have a feeling we just may not have the emote for this one. Priceless, some of the gestures in this game. But yeah, there's your useful reminder from me. You can file your taxes online. It's super easy with the Canadian government. Yeah, maybe we just don't have the emote for this one. Alright, well, in that case, let's head over to where Guranq is. Take on the dragon over here. We also have more of the death root for him to eat, so maybe he will calm down and stop attacking us. No, I kind of guess not. Oh, on the plus side, it's a little long run back to get our organs. I have a feeling with his super aggressive nature, he's going to be pretty weak to us attacking back. So that's... And let's have a go. Interesting. So when we die, he goes down and starts praying, maybe? Let's have a look. Good.
I won't foot mine appetite, I must.
Excellent, that's what we get from the later enemies. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad that Guranq has recovered his senses here because we kind of needed that. Oh, this is good practice for later. Let's see what kind of damage we do with this. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, still not ready for this fight. Which means we won't be ready for the dragon, which is on the bridge. Which means we should probably transition to another area. Apparently you can clear out the whole area at the Dragon Barrow by destroying the large one. But we'll forego that for the time being, I guess. Yeah, more of those creatures that are similar to Guranq's attack style. Very interesting. Okay. Well, at least we know what direction we have to go now. We found the Mountaintops of the Giants, so we can head on out there. Oh, I guess we have, guess we found this one before. That's interesting. And there we go. The fact that you have to give up a bit of your life in order for the mimic to work suggests that it's being formed from you, which is something we see a fair amount of in these games. Giving up a piece of your part or a part of you in order to survive. Did absolutely no damage, so our suspicions are confirmed. Alright, well, we'll run back in, grab the runes, and then get the hell out of Dodge. Nothing new here that I think we can do. I've been looking to try and get some of those grey runes that we've found here to be of some use, so... Close. Okay. stuff out of the way. Maybe this is something we can deal with. Let's hope. Yeah, we could probably do this. We may have to do it on foot though. That up front charge approach is probably not going to do us very well. Especially if we're having an issue with how many summons we can actually use here. Something cool. There you go. Yeah, we're prevented from summoning another one. Better get over this right before we get involved with that. Not bad. Wow, that is cool. Yeah. I have a feeling we're just at a point here. There's no point in continuing to fight. He's managed to empty out all of these jars, which is probably what's given him the Scarlet Run. Interesting though. Okay. Well, we've done a great many things now, so let's return to Ranni. Return to Ranni and see if there's any new quest lines. Past that, we will we'll head to see what's later on in this in the Mountaintop of the Giants. I think we're slightly underleveled still, so that would be the reason that we're getting a bunch of these runes at a time here.
Oh, there. Have you heard? Along the dark path of the Empyrean. From Renna, it would not have been as Lady Ranni's war counselor, you and only.
Thank you,
My
Adrian.
purpose is nearing its end. I've served Lady Ranni. It has been a long and one now, Lady Ranni. I pray that you serve.
Oh, that's
Lady
where.
Ranni, along the now, Lady. I pray that.
From Renna's Rise. Okay. Renna's Rise is very close to. I guess we'll head here and then head north. EG has been excellent. So I have a soft spot for all of the outcasts in these games. I started with the amount of time I spent in Painted Board of Ariamis and its boss, the half-breed Priscilla, who I don't think until the very last second I did anything with. Yeah, that was the only boss I left right until the end of the game because I didn't need the added guild. Alright, let's continue. If she's a Renna's Rise, she'll be just north of here. It's a good time to come back and check. Generally, each boss represents a plot point that can be moved along. There's long stretches without it in Dark Souls 2, which I think was something that gave people a difficulty. I again think that it's very similar to this in the openness and nature of it, and yeah, the openness and nature of it, vis-a-vis being able to go and do whatever you want, explore wherever you want, grab a late game weapon, come back. It's excellent in that regard. Alright, well, let's go. Let's go and see our boss. Okay. Always slightly worrying when someone leaves a message on that. Oh. E. Yeah, I understand the point made there, my friend. I hope not. So much hidden in the messages and the bloodstains in this game. You get some that are NPCs and some that are real players. Some of them give clues for other areas. I believe there's one that gives you a clue to where a hidden item is later on. Last time we saw a bunch of the stones on the ground was in the crab-filled area. And they were denoting a... This all seems dreadfully familiar. The original opening of Dark Souls 2, as I was mentioning before, you come through a dark hole and sort of wake up out of a coffin like this, I believe. Strange location. Well, let's go and get the Cerberus. Wouldn't it be hilarious? Still can't seem to find it. Very strange, very strange. Alright, well, I'm curious to see what this path of the Empyrean is, because one of the bosses in this game is the Empyrean. And we fought a couple of the Empyrean type enemies before that are god prosthetic type enemies that do not F about with their parrying daggers and their spears. Yeah, they're the enemies with the spears and the daggers. They use that sort of that drill-based forwards attack that knocks you back off your feet and does massive poise damage. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. It's to talk to. still haven't awakened any of the other ones. I've been hoping to do that, but we've ended up with the Scar Seal from Ranni. And that's about it.
Oh, a dogged fellow, aren't we?
Amazing.
Or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine. Fine. I hadn't expected any soul to recognize me in this guise. But now the cat is out the bag. I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Ranni the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the
Is this
baleful
Ranni the
shadows
Witch?
which prowl these lands. The name of Ranni the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in the...
Well, that is a very interesting development. It's a very interesting development. She appears to have switched the tone. This is usually the point where obsession kicks in and the character goes down a deeper, darker path. The question is whether or not Blythe would have been able to change that outcome for Ranni. Let's see what each has to say.
As walk, Lady Ranni, along the dark. Now, Lady Ranni, I pray that you...
Considering there isn't a site of grace at the full-on Hound Everjail, we'll forget it for now. Poor Blythe. Another river. Okay, just gonna take a quick break, refill the water and the coffee. Thank you for bearing with me there, friends. Just a quick 5-minute break to grab something to refuel with. Had some time to think on the Ranni proposition here. It's a difficult one. I mean, we do want to break the cycle. I'm forever a fan of introducing some chaos into the mix and seeing what happens next. Dark Souls 1. Both Karth and Abrupt tried to tempt me off in their respective directions, but at the end of it, I let the world go dark. I mean, the whole abject point of humanity is to continue. You know, how we don't need one overwhelming, overarching wall, enforced will. I think that's counterproductive. Right. Well, we're not having this. So let's cheat our way out of here. Can't do that in the original Souls.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
I am. Okay, well I guess we've got our Mimic Ashes up now. And for everybody who doesn't believe in the Mimic Ashes, if you don't use it, you're just costing yourself part of the game at the end of the day. It's where I've come down on the matter, and you're just costing yourself something that could be helping you. We do have that this item is very interesting. I was very surprised at the lack of an intelligence scaling required to do it. As Roger appears in these games, he's a int-based character, Dex int-based character, which is a unique style, but one that's taken really well. I think that's Frozen Needle is another great example. Shoots out a blade and spurry because Scarlet Rock build up. These unique methods and takes on the traditional kind of Dex stabby bleed based strength crushing weapons and in magic and range based builds. I like the ways in which they've been able, especially in this title, to add very incredibly unique animations to these weapons, especially to the great weapons. Usually they just get a crushing with an area effect or a scything attack.
No. How could I? Father has come now.
Sylvanas is supposed to have done something, I'm fairly sure, but it hasn't. Well, I guess we'll follow miniature Ranni for now, until we find where real Ranni is. Glad that we upgraded the Mimic tiers. Not so impressed that we couldn't find anything to upgrade our weapons with, but such is life. Don't recall how much, how many runes, say, I got this creature, so let's do a review. Yeah. These weapons. Interesting. I like the look of that one actually. I think should I run it back, I'll be interested in finally trying out a Pierce deck space build. Yeah, I have a feeling it would evolve into me using some sort of Moonveil katana or sort of Night and Flame style build, but I know where we are. This is the area that we couldn't reach earlier. Interesting. I love when this kind of thing happens. Yeah, this big problem's going to be in how many cerulean tier flasks we have as time goes on here. Sorry, just getting caught up in my thoughts. I try to avoid that. That'd be horrible. Yeah, usually look worse than they actually are. There you go. I found that was the same with the massive brain immenses as well. Yes.
Hey!
Alright. Man, that word strikes mechanic is unnecessary. Okay, we have the Ghost Glove one needed to upgrade our items now, which is good. Ah. Got a bit of insight as to where the those creatures come from now. Huge ends. Lovely. Interesting. The community do provide pretty well for their own. You do get that warm sense as well as the oh. There you go. Twin sisters Nooker. Interesting. Oh, stop here for a second, head back up. Continue to clear out that area because we leave no stone unturned, especially when there are ends around. Quick sip of the coffee. And we're back, okay. So we've just found Nokstella. This was completely unintentional. But I guess it plays into the end game of Ranni the Witch, so let's see what Ranni wants us to do. Thus far, not entirely enthused with anyone's questline. Melina seems to want us to restart the cycle with no thought as to what comes after. Well, that was unintentional. I should have just run in and taken care of that. There we go. Making an interesting point about spread of disease. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that is not nice. Alright, well I guess we'll head back and try that again. I have a feeling we may not be able to just shield through his attacks as he is crushing through us. You'd think that wouldn't be such a problem with the strength build that we've created, but you know. Don't give him a chance to start. Avoid the Scarlet Route, that's going to be pretty devastating. I don't think we found a set of armor that can really account for it yet. There we go. It's got to be getting around the side. There we go. Get away from this. Whew. Pretty sigh of relief there. Hilariously, I accidentally was wearing my, well not accidentally, I intentionally was wearing my Apple Watch the other day while I was doing the buses for this, and saw the moments wherein my heart rate spiked as I was fighting the boss, but okay, so we've got one slinger. Beautiful. much to worry about here. Clever trap, but... So we could probably just attack him by shooting him, but... I guess we'll hold off enough now. Oh, there's an item. Okay, so we have one treasure chest here at least to grab. The one item on the side here, which is going to catch us on the waves from behind with the gravitas attack. Yeah, nice. Oh well, we're here. I wonder. Range builds must be immensely easy to play. That was much easier than I thought it would be. Plus, now we have free access to grab all these items over here that we were looking for. Oh wow, that's a beautiful weapon. Maybe we'll try it out. I think that's the, I'm not sure what kind of weapon that is actually. Let's... Yeah. I apologize to Alexander later. So we've got an item over there. A couple of enemies over this way. Item in the corner here. So far this run of Nokstella hasn't been too difficult. I mean, technically challenging in the way that Dark Souls as a whole is technically challenging, but if you can outthink it and excellent. My dear friend.
Is someone there? A customer? Well...
Wow. Selection of really good items here. Not that I would use most of them, but thank you, my friend. Sight of Grace here, maybe. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. So let's back on up out of here. Still haven't seen anything nearing a site of grace, so... Might as well deal with these as quickly as possible. Make sure that we're not fat rolling. Take that out of the way. Did find that. Being over encumbered isn't actually as much of a problem as people put it out to be. Playing the original Souls, there are a handful of bosses where it would benefit you to be over encumbered. You know, when I finally got on Season's mode on, I had a tiny little chunk of my health bar left. Look at that rolling attack, figured out. Don't get me that, that'd be that'd be excellent. Surprised at the lack of sight of grace. Yeah, agreed, didn't expect much. Excellent, yeah, so we've got a couple there just waiting in ambush. Very strange. Let's vacuum up the rest of these items, we don't want to leave anything behind here. See if we can do it with the least pain possible. That was quite horrible. Figure out him right now because I don't have the immediate replay, but it looked like their harpoons actually pull you towards them when they hit. That's a very cool effect. Very niche, throws off your timers and location perception just enough for them to get another attack on you. Should they pull you into a group as well, they'll, at least one of them will be able to grab you, which, regardless of if you're poking or not, will be an attack. Not being an attack that hits for its full damage. Pure luck. Hopefully this is a charm that allows us to get out of Scarlet Rot, because these creatures are drenched in it, and we don't have particularly good protection from it. Very little in the way of souls. You just know there's not much way here. Might be a way around later. We'll back up here. Let's see if they did the same gambit twice. Oh no. Even worse. I need to figure out what weapons I can get to do this kind of damage. I feel like that might be the final stage of evolution in our arcane run. Being able to blind them before even beating them would be an interesting test of the mechanics and science in this game too. If you have the ability to blind some of the boss enemies at the higher levels with your scaling before you get before they reach their HP. Oh, this is very reminiscent. We've seen areas like this before. Soap. Okay, well at least we've seen a little preview of what we're about to walk into, so I'm not going to be surprised when it pops up on us in a minute. But that looks like a pretty grim area. Something similar to that in Bloodborne. The swamp right before you reach... Yeah, the swamp right before you reach the Cleric Beast in the Undertown. And then you also have the swamp area from Dark Souls 2, which is located underground, where you're just stuck on that thin platform. Man, good guys Souls players are having a time of it right now. More of these creatures from Bloodborne, furthering the point that I just made. Really clever effects to make you think there's a cave over here. Come over here and wander. What? Go. Oh, he's pretty strong. Give you that. interesting. They make an interesting, make a good point here about. Sorry, just overused the word, but make a really good point here about the giants and why they've been mistreated. This is a Dragonkin. We're led to believe, but he's the exact same as a giant, just in armor. Oh, that wasn't really what I wanted, but we'll do. There we go. Beautiful. Just a little bit of patience, a little bit of thought. Excellent. Throw up the old T-post, praise the sun and all that. Excellent. Glad that we got all that. That's excellent. That's excellent. Yeah, no, been meaning to flesh out Ranni's questline and see what happens here. Let's see if we talk to her now. If we get anything for that. Excellent. Good. We do that for now, as we're not so heavily invested in our focus points, our spirit points. That spell has been excellent, the memory, so far. We haven't got any options to speak to Ranni right now, so... Okay, phew. Glad we didn't just fall off into the water there. Great Ghost Glove Up. I mean, it's got to be the final upgrade piece, right? Oh. Yep, there you go. Well, okay, I'm just going to run to the, take a quick pause and be back in 5 minutes. Thank you for bearing with me. Just finished off our Dragonkin giant here. I've got a couple of messages lying around this area. But I think we're done here for now. Interesting though that Dragonkin are surrounded by the creatures from Bloodborne, the messengers. Very funny. Leading into a new area there, and here. I guess we'll just have to go up and explore that place on our own. All the way up there. Well, I guess we'll backtrack, but we did just activate the Site of Grace, which means that, irritatingly, that all the enemies are going to respawn. But we just finished the Dragonkin soldier here, so I'm not really worried about a handful of enemies coming and nipping at our heels. I don't think there's a way forward past that. But we did manage to make out pretty with our prize of Ghost Glove Wart. We're almost at leveling up actually, let's go back and do that. Oh, my friend, how much does it take to level up? Alright, we got enough. More than enough. $46,841. So, yeah, that's correct. Okay. And one more for good measure. Excellent. So we won't lose too many runes should we fall to these here ants. Yeah, we'll increase our vigor still for now. It's giving us a fair boost. Investigating the metrics of the game and how quickly they allow you to level up and how it tapers off gives you a kind of guide as to what level they want you to be throughout the whole experience. And so I've found when the cost to level up is more than the enemies in the area can provide you with, that's one of your clues that it's kind of time to move on, take it in a different direction. Very ominous in these underground settings here with the ants. Alright. Yeah, we've been down this way. That was the basilisks. Yeah, all in all, a pretty good run today. We found an area that isn't too challenging for us. Finishes out Ranni's questline, which is moderately important, I'm guessing. Forge right past that one. And now we're back at where we were earlier. Excellent. Frames. Oh, this is going to be just like that Dark Souls area, where you're forced to deal with the pinwheels, who still are not even close to the worst enemy. Souls tiles, hands down goes to the original basilisks. And whoever decided to make the curse meter so lovely, fairly manageable when it comes to how cursed you're actually getting. Less than 400-year-old speed on the work better than the curse meter, but then again, nobody really puts any points into protecting from curse, so it says it's only the basilisks that really do that kind of damage. So we'll manage that group. We can do the same thing for that one over there. So that here, claim spoils of war. Anything interesting? Yet. Smithing stone. Interesting. I'm surprised that the impact of rolling engine does no damage. That would usually be something they'd be all over. Nice. Good little refill on the flask there. Which is another nice mechanic for this over the original Souls titles, when in the original Souls titles you run up against large groups of enemies, they don't end up refilling your health meter. And it's only way later in the game you have access to larger pools of health, and it becomes a game of when do you heal more than how do you heal in the middle of a fight, which is what a lot of this Elden Ring tile has been about so far. Is very funny. I like this. Very similar to the Siofra River left. I like that one because it had such a nice effect on the, just not only on the floor and all of the embellishments here in the crenellations, but Looks like we're doing this in reverse. I think for now we still prefer having the Ash of War on this that deals the chunk change damage, the blood damage, but we can stick for now with buffing it. It was useful against the Dragonkin soldier, so yeah. You have to do it, you know. Some of them are, in fact, it. Maybe we just have to find a better way of phrasing it. Oh, they stumbled into the nest. Definitely getting a big brain of Memphis feeling from this, especially considering they were all hidden on the ceiling. I can't remember the last time one of those creatures was an NPC. Alright, well, let's get on with us. Very underestimated how much of a calming effect having a lantern light torch in these areas is. I wonder if we used the beast torch, if they wouldn't just back off from us. It made this fight very, very easy. Just tank through them if you can, ideally. They're not particularly strong, or isn't it? But just large. Items that way, but we'll head back for now. We know what's awaiting us this way. Oh no, what a shocking surprise. There you go. Look at that, job done. Little bottleneck, little help from my friends. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I was gonna let you live, but... that was pretty horrible. But at least we got some good items out of it. Lots of verticality to this area when it comes to finding secrets and exploring and things. Definitely not what I was expecting. It does very much draw on that Lara Croft exploration heavy. Did I go this way? Did I turn this lever? What did that do at some other point in the level nature? And here's right where I was earlier. Excellent. We appear to have aggravated the entire army of foes here, so... might as well see how many we can take on here. There we go. This White Strikes again. Beginning of the game weapon. No real reason to have gone back to it in late game, but it is incredibly useful. Nifty little 10 large souls then. We're back up here. We know the direction we're supposed to be going now, so I guess we'll just close out Ranni's questline. Take souls from that, use it to level up, head back on up to the Mountain of the Giants and Forbidden Lands. Found the Grand Lift there, which means that potentially we could have done that without having the amulet needed to continue on, but luckily for us we were fortuitous enough to have it already. Okay, so we've cleared out the right hand side there. That took us out to an entrance over an area for us to get ambushed in. This is where we were headed before. Go and pick up the item on the left hand side. Watch out for the ambush. Typical Souls trick there. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Alright. So what are we left with here? Another almost identical cabin. Area up. Okay. Seems like a good idea. Nice little waterfall area over here. Okay. Glad that wasn't an area for me to fall through. Would have fallen flat on a hook, line, and sinker. Literally sinker. Alright. Well, I guess if it's a wear up, let's go have a fight. Ah. Good with me. We've really been speeding through this area here. I'd say it's probably been about 2 hours taking the 2 bosses, maybe. I remember to call these things before we jump in the ginormous hole in the ground. There we go. I'm really taken with how they capture the images of magical work or otherworldly forces at work here. This is where we were earlier. Ah, I remember this. So where does that leave us with Ranni? If we... not seeing anywhere to jump off. So if we've killed the Dragonkin here, surely we should be able to have a chat with our friend and figure out what we're supposed to do next. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen all of this, I'm sure, but I'm amazed at the size of the scale. It's truly, truly fantastic. Such a large playable area. Ah, yeah, we did not explore around from here. That's a good point. We went backwards in order to fight the boss. Glad we caught that one before we went onwards. Job done. I think we do want to look at using a different weapon as well, other than this for some of the later fights in this area. We have the Mirai Executioner Sword, which is our best scaling weapon right now for our Strength Arcane build. Which will get even better if we obviously, if we have an ability to put the Blood Flame Blade on it, which will increase the scaling in Arcane. There we go. Wow. Impressive. That's excellent. That's an excellent item. The and skull plate. Okay, almost not, but let's get this done. Let's go and hunt down the boss of this area. Feel like they've had it too good for too long. Right. Oh wow, I thought I was finished. Interesting. Should have kept fighting there. I would have been okay. In the distance, that's very ominous. Large creatures parading around. Ah, now I understand what went wrong. Very similar to the land squirts. If you let them finish their attacks, they'll end up damaging each other. But it's a chain reaction, so you don't really know when it happens. Nice, nice, clever. Especially because more come in on you as you attack. Ooh. Phalanx. Excellent. See if this works like it did in Souls 1. Guess not. They have counters. go. Done. That was a lot harder than I thought that was going to be. No small part due to the shields there are really well placed. The hitboxes are hard. Ah. So that's going to give us the ash for Ghost Glove Fort Pickers, maybe? That should be interesting. We'll go and see what the Nightmaiden thinks of that once we get back. Oh, I've been waiting for a solely range-based dash for most of this title so far. If those are great bow archers, that'd be brilliant. I'll have a look next time we switch up, next time we pause. Ooh. Almost. Get our enchantments on. It's a really nifty way of doing it. Clever little hideaway that you wouldn't want to go back into if you had it dropped on your head before. Wow. Really impressive. Excellent. Okay, well, for anything else, that's oh, stone sword key. Must be. Either that or it requires you to already have been through it once. No side of grace there. Got one? Yes. Yeah, this invisible city is stunning. Not quite as nice, I think, as Nokstella with the beautiful large-scale sky. The bioluminescent sky. This is more of a falling ash feeling to it. Not a big fan of that. Okay, come on. I'm highly amused that I'm getting attacked with a goblin. Perhaps less amused now. There we go. I hope this was worth it because... Wow. Yes. Definitely worth it, definitely worth it. Yeah, come here and get that. Those two are, they're doing insane bleed damage, especially if you're running a dex build. And you can unlock Ranni's questline early in the game. Then, yeah, definitely come here. That's a must-have. Stand me now. Beautiful. Okay. Sight of grace near here, as that's usually what happens beside one of these horrible things. Try not to laugh at that. be a much better trap had they not just devised the exact same one outside. Clever though, as I wouldn't imagine looking for it to sneak up on me as I was going to the treasure chest. There's 2 Great Ghost Gloveworts down here. That's quite a few actually for such an early location. You get this location from Ranni and her questline, which begins basically as soon as you start the game. She's the person who gives you torrent and pretends to be somebody else. I guess in an attempt to get you to join her side, and then once you joined her side, now we're at the tail end of her questline. She's a little obsessed with her goal of becoming Empyrean. Not sure why. We actually met Renana, who is Ranni's mother. Monsters on the walls. We met Renana, who is Ranni's mother, earlier on. She speaks to us about her daughter as her ending line. As of now, though, we're just kind of running around. She gave us the scar over her eye. I'm not sure what for. We haven't been able to use it. It's a key item, but we haven't been able to find a use for it yet. I thought it was going to be, it's apparently her great rune, so we'll see. We found it at the location where one would take a great rune in order to unlock its full potential. Yeah. Where one would take one to unlock it to its full potential, so I guess we'll find out at the end of this here quest line. She's asked us to rid Nokstella of creatures, so three, two, and there we go. 3, 2, 1. Bow. Amazing. If you hadn't figured that out, this would be a nightmare. The unique ballet of this game of when to dodge, whether or not you think that you're going to be able to get away with it. It would also be interesting to see how many of these, because obviously the phalanx soldiers don't actually explode when they pass. Be curious to see whether or not they based it so that you have to be strategic with how many of these electric points you have. Obviously being the weakest line meant the one that causes the chain reaction effect. Nope. What do all these lawful tears do? That's... Well, my friend here is having himself an open to the casket there. Bolstering material? Ah, yes. Didn't even plan that, but that worked out quite well. Ah, yes, snap. Needed for rebirth. Okay, so in order to respec, basically, they at the respec wizard. There's one in every title. Get back here. I know you have something useful as well. Oh, that's fairly useful. I mean, we've got some boss weapons now that we've been meaning to use, but we haven't been able to upgrade past certain potential. So, we'll give that a good shot. Boss. Mimics. Well, I can do that too. To level up too, almost. Okay, well, that's a bit of a trip back. Not really a problem. Hopefully, there's a Stake America right before it, but it appears not. All right, let's just do a mad dash all the way to the top there. I haven't seen something that well hidden for a little while, so nope, not happening. I wonder what would happen. Nice. Really is quite a fortunate bounty of souls to be had here. The part I'm most worried about is whether or not we're going to have to fight through all of these rolling boulders again. That was a pain the first time. Yeah, there it is. There goes 40,000 souls. Alright. Just gonna take a quick break, check the old timer on the broadcast there. About 2 hours. We can go for another little while longer. But just gonna have a quick pause, check on my other half. Hey everybody, sorry for the delay. Loss of 40,000 souls there just kind of, I think, reset my brain. Not that I was mad or anything, just stepping away for a second. Needed to run to the old wash and check on my off. She's doing really well right now. She's just writing an incredibly interesting piece. To her and to me, actually. So we'll let her finish it. Continue streaming to you guys. There we go. Oh, the hitbox generation in this game is amazing. We've been incredibly lucky thus far with it as well. That basically that one. Alright, head on. And that's head on, not heat. I've been thinking about, considering we've been running the Great Shield, we probably should be using a stamina regeneration material. That might actually be in our favor, and considering these things are giving us so many souls right now, I'm even more frustrated that we lost that 40,000. We could have leveled up very easily. Okay. You know what? Let's just bring them all in. Everything in the kitchen sink, come on. There we go. Surely the most effective. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one out of the way. Maybe not. Actually, we're already at 20,000 souls. It's not really gonna hurt us, right? Magic. I do wonder why I was down there. Apologies, you only got one of those there. I tried to cover the mic and keep you guys from my sneeze. Okay, so we know what's to come here. Let's get our health up. Mimic up. If we can get there before they transform, that would be a really interesting. Yeah, of course not in this. Not now that they're ready for us. Alright, this one. Very good, very good. Seek left, okay. Ah. Yes, do believe I shall. Once I open this... kind of expected to be transported off to another dimension. With the amount of rug pulls we've had from this so far. Ah. Interesting. So it's not a casting item. Oh, that might be incredibly useful. I love these weapons that, or these shields that have passive effects. Almost Scarlet Rot would be nice, but... Well, I guess we'll figure out the mode of Nokstella is later. Nothing else around the side? No? Okay. Well then, as always, let's turn on our trusty lantern for the comforting glow that it emits. And head onwards. Nothing over here. Not a zip search, okay. That would have been a great place for a scarab. So we've got to imagine this is the real boss of the area. Now that we fought Tudor, so it is. Aha. Golden seed, which is nice. Wow. Incredible. Really beautifully done. I don't know if any of you have been out to the Badlands in the Midwest of the States. But the further you get to that sort of low underground occlusion from daylight, hidden away but still getting a little bit through a skylight, kind of dry grassland, brush, scrub area. It's very similar to this, rocks just protruding through everywhere. The few places that things can grow, they are growing. Some of those mountain goats that can walk up almost vertical surfaces. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, people forget about, lots of places often is that there are beautiful places within them, Afghanistan, beautiful places within it. Lots of history, states. Lots of stunning vistas and landmarks. Recent history has not been so kind, but don't throw the child out with the bathwater, You gotta hope that those coming next are gonna do it a little better. And I think for as a whole, things we've seen recently, the general motion has been towards the positive, what happened and what continues to happen in Ukraine, has created such an abhorrent reaction from populace of people that, as a whole, generally didn't get involved or care too much about what was going on in Europe, other than to, mock an axe or take a holiday vacation. Now I care very much about what's happening. Maybe because it's impacting the cost of fuel. Maybe, but who knows? Regardless, it's nice to see generation of people who desire to be educated about what's going on. There we go, and here we are. Nope, I have none. Wow. Tons of swords, we're definitely in the right area. I have a feeling you're supposed to backpedal and finish out Ranni's questline here just before you finish the game. So we found some nice high level items. Ashable. Nothing. Just a trap. Okay. Let's grab the glove here. On the plus side, we are still grabbing these upgrade items. 2 large head ones. Damn, completely forgot that they pack such a wallop. Oof. Nightmare. Nightmare. Alright, so at least we have a couple of options here. I mean, we can continue that run again that we've already done. Try and find the side of grace at the end of it there. I have a feeling we're just a couple of seconds away. Look at that. Quicker than anything. Given that that is raising it up pair of arrows, let's do that. Just trying to test out that stamina recovery. Nice. We're getting 1,000 each from those rolling balls, so that's also nothing to really sniff at. Yeah, I think we're getting tired of the low damage output from this Bloodblade now. I think we may have just reached the point where boss weapons are where it's at. We're going to stick to those. Horrible. Oh no, it's terrible. Anybody else curious about the item? I mean, fairly predictable. That would just get us to 10,000. We already have more waiting for us on the other side of this. So let's hold out. Not enjoying the fact that we have to fight these things as mimics again, but c'est la vie. Much easier this time around. There we go. Nicely done. Wow, that mimic here is definitely not as good as it was before. Okay. Well, onwards, let's continue out of here. Really could do with a side of grace at some point in the foreseeable future. Feel like I'm going to have gone and walked right past it, but get our here alone in the meantime. We know what's awaiting us, as we know what's awaiting us down here. We go back and recover our runes. That's going to be those two giant-headed ants. Again, just wondering if that beast repellent torch wouldn't be our best bet at this point. Think of an extra guy on my team. When it works. Oof. Horrible. That was all going so well a minute ago. Alright, so passageway. Let's fund Side Grace first. Spend these runes to level up. get out of here and try that direction. Even deeper. This is wild. Perfect. Exactly what we were looking for. Well, if this isn't reminiscent of Gravelord needs, especially with the stylings and the crenellations here.
Let us speak of the past a while. I was once an Imperial of the demigods. Only I, Mikola, and Melina could claim that title. Each of us was chosen by our own two fingers as a candidate to succeed Queen Marika, to become the new god of the coming age, which is when I received Blythe, in the form of a vassal tailored for an Imperial. But I would not acquiesce to the two fingers. I stole the rule of death, slew mine own Imperial flesh, casting it away. I would not be controlled by that thing. The two fingers and I have been cursing each other ever since, and the baleful shadows are their assassins. Even when I turned my back upon the two fingers, Blythe remained my loyal ally. Though he was created a vassal for Imperium, he was a colossal failure on the part of the two fingers, Blythe and E.G. both. Art willing to give too much to me, yet they both understand what lieth beyond the dark path, that I must betray everything and rid the world of what came before. Ah. Should I add thee to the list? Another one. Kind of heart. As kind of heart as they. Ah. This form hath loosened my tongue. I've let slip too much. Forget what thou'st heard. Ah. I've let slip forget what...
Bastions is probably the best item that we've been able to pick up thus far for when it comes to avoiding these, specifically this Black Flame, Death Flame. That's frustrating. I'm curious to see if that actually does something to you. I know in the previous Souls games it ruined your life. Oh, there you go. It did. It's taken some of my max HP away. How do we get that back? Crazy. So I guess we're stuck with the death blight all this time. So yeah, I've been blighted a couple of times, so I guess that means we're... Yeah, I guess that means we're kind of stuck with it for now. Okay, well, let's see what the old elf is supposed to be. 9, 10. Yeah, we're down about 50 points of HP. Well, I mean, it was a lucky hope that soap was going to cure being death blighted, but worth a try, I guess. Oh, don't lie, a little disappointed. Yeah, a little disappointed. We'll find our way. Yeah, we'll find our way. These basilisk creatures frustrating as all hell. But we'll take our revenge, grab our runes back, and get on about with the business. Right. Okay, so that's done. Makes me wonder. We haven't seen Fia in a while. She was related to this kind of arcane chicanery. Ranni? It's quiet, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, that's blood. Which means the EG is probably going to be the other one that we have to fight. Okay. Well, we haven't been able to summon either, though, or we couldn't summon because we did not have the requisite amount of health. We can try it now. Although I don't think against Blood we're going to have much success either way. That is a significantly more powerful creature than we. His 2 hits knocking away. Oh, easy. This is just gonna be in. Picking up battles. Come on. There we go. Plus your damage that will be being done by the poison is pleasant. Helpful. Maybe not pleasant, it's wrong word for it. Move is stolen from Radan, very interesting. I think it's supposed to show that he's learned from the fight with Radan. Which is of course probably the last time most people were seen before this because of Evergail. Sideline being so well done. Ooh. He continues to take more damage after the first attack as well. From there's bleed that applies afterwards. Interesting. Curious to see the one that Blythe was hunting originally was his brother, it was said. But curious to see who that actually is in terms of the cycle, because oof, that's terrible. Man, that is a very tough fight, especially without summons. Yes, I haven't seen a summoning marker, so I guess that as that. I also don't think that we're gonna have the luxury of staggering him either. You can tell that he's gonna be has the ability to be poisoned, but doesn't seem to do much damage. Struck through one of those at least, which is nice. There you go, that's fine. We'll head over here, grab our runes. Yeah, we're not going to luck through this one, so better to take heart. Considering he's using a greatsword, he's got the same speed as animation sus, which is good for now, because it means that we've got a little more say over and the crone. Gotta remember to move when you see the hand move. In Sekiro, it was beautifully animated so that you could tell when the moves were going to happen by the knee or the foot placement of the opposing the opposing fighters you. So if you were fighting the Tower Knight, or if you're sorry, the Bridge Knight, or if you're fighting Genichiro or Ashna, you could watch for different tells in their motion because it was all related and heavily derived from martial arts, including the scrolls on the wall of Ashna Castle, which teach you how to revert the lightning back onto Genichiro. That's going to be his grab then. May need a second or two to reset ourselves after this. Just give me a sec. Hey guys, gonna be back in just a little while. Gonna take an hour or two break, get something to eat. I remind you guys all to do the same. See you soon.